Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm the interviewer for today. And who am I here with?
You're here with Cindy Ebert, your grandmother, or your Nana, is like what you like to call me.
So she's one of the test subjects for the Curaco machine. And what were your initial thoughts before you actually used the machine?
Well, I had no thoughts because I got a phone call about how I was going to be testing a machine that they nicknamed Poop Machine. But anytime that any of my kids call, I do not know how to say no. So that's why I was here today, because I said yes. And I got a great education, and I have lots of wonderful thoughts about where this machine can go in the future based on some of my past experiences, taking care of my elderly parents. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I would have been able to save lots of embarrassment from my father. You know, he did not like having his daughter come clean him and take care of him. It was a humiliating experience for a man who was a jock all his life to have that happen. And that was to help out my beautiful Miriam, his wife, because she even said that she would start to lose impatience with him. And so I would just go and help her and give her a break. And so this would just be the answer to an end-of-life experience that could be beautiful and not humiliating for the patient. So, ask me about my experience.
Alright, so as we heard her, she thinks this would have changed her father's dignity and made his happiness better. And did you think this machine was going to work before you used it?
Well, I didn't even, because I'm not a person that makes a judgment call right away. I have to use it. And it was amazing. At first, I really couldn't go, you know, and this became a topic later with the ladies. But as soon as I got that spray of warm water, it was like, okay. I went then. And then the warm air and sitting there, and like I shared, I thought, oh my gosh, you could be having a conversation with your family. I wouldn't be embarrassed in front of Andrew here, or my grandson, or Whitney in there. I could just be myself, you know, and joke with people, and it was amazing. And plus, I think about the injuries that can be caused by caretakers, because I also took care of my mother. My mother was a little bigger person than I am, and I would have to move her and change her and keep her clean, and then she'd be so apologetic when she would go again. And eventually I had to get my younger brother to help me, and I asked her permission, and she said yes, mine now. So it would just change everything. And I think hospitals need this to save on nurses' backs and injuries, so many injuries, and those are the difficult jobs too for professionals that caretakers.
If you had to compare it to something like that you think the average American has done, what would you say?
What was that again?
If you had to compare it to something, like for people, like how it feels, what would you say?
Well, I've used a bidet. It's like a bidet, but you're not as wet. You're not wet, you know, because it's like a warm hair dryer comes on you, you know, just kind of dries you, and you feel clean, really clean afterwards. And I just think also that if you had a patient, when they hear the sound, it's like just like a small blowing sound, but that'll put them to sleep and relax them also, so that they can relax afterwards instead of going through all that embarrassment and, you know, a care routine, and maybe some pain too, being moved around too is another thing that can happen to people, you know, when they're trying to put a bedpan under them or whatever, you know. So yes, it's a wonderful. We needed it a long time ago. That's all I got to say.
Like she said, it's very relaxing, no stress-free. It's almost like you're literally like she said, you're just getting a warm sensation of water cleaning you up, and you don't really notice it. You can literally talk to your family members using this thing. it's as easy as that. And, you know, I appreciate my grandma taking the time today to get interviewed for her before and after thoughts, and she said it works perfectly fine, and it's great, and she hopes it can better the, you know, country and the world. And we just really appreciate all the people willing to test this out. Thank
Yes.
you.